What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another post recap as the Lakers get it done, man. We get to win number 40. We're now 40-12 as we defeat the Phoenix Suns 125-100. Rondo was sensational. This is exactly what I was saying in pregame. The reason Frank Vogel gives him an opportunity. He knows his vets. Hopefully he saves some of this for the playoffs, as we're going to need this version of Rondo right here. The thing I like the best about him tonight is that he wasn't tentative. And he just went for every little decision. Everything he did was like by instinct. So he read the defense and just broke them down. When he needed to cut and slash and finish, he did that. When he needed to knock down open jump shots, he did that. And play make, he did that. So, shout out to Rondo for turning back the clock for one night. Like I said, hopefully he saves some of this for the playoffs, because we're going to need this version of Rondo right here. This is playoff Rondo, guys. The bench was sensational, though. Overall, man, they did a great job. We locked down Devin Booker tonight, man. We did a great job on Devin Booker, holding up to 10 points. That's not easy to do versus a guy like Devin Booker, especially when he got 34 minutes. Anthony Davis, just a regular day at the office, 25, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, just a paint beast, a couple of blocks. My man AD is a killer, man. 17, 9, and 8, typical day at the office for LeBron, almost a triple-double again, always flirting with it. But Rondo with his 23, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, killed it. Dwight Howard, 14 points, 15 rebounds, man. Again, Dwight doing Dwight. Just got to love it all the way. Well-rounded game for everybody. Kuz with almost a double-double. The whole team really stepped up, and we needed to, because this is a weaker team out here in the West, and we got to put those away. But like I said, we get to win number 40. It's still early in February, so we're ahead of schedule, guys. Now, it's going to be crucial that we get the next, I'm going to say, if the Lakers really want to rest some of our starters, heading down to the playoffs, we're going to probably have to get 15 out of the next 20 games. And I know it sounds hard, but this team is talented enough to do that. They just have to do it. Looking ahead to the schedule, we're going to have to strap down and make sure that we try to get at least like 12 to 15 out of the next 20 games. That way, maybe down the stretch, we can rest LeBron and AD a couple of games. It'd be nice to call up some of the G League guys and give them a shot. But why do I say rest some of these guys before playoffs start? Because, again, Anthony Davis and LeBron played heavy minutes, especially AD tonight. And, I don't want these guys to keep wearing their body out towards the end of the season. We're going to have to do some load managing here, especially because of the way they play their style. So, again, I'm not too concerned, but at the same time, I want to be cautiously optimistic about hopefully the Lakers being able to do that. We could greatly benefit from resting them and getting them some, a breather down the stretch on the season. But like I said, overall great game. Of course, we know the Phoenix Suns were undermanned. They didn't have DeAndre Ayton, or is it Andre Ayton? I'm sorry. They didn't have Andre Ayton, so we did what we had to do, which is what we've been doing all season, right? All season we've been taking care of teams that we're supposed to be taking care of. It's the contenders that are giving us some sort of is it DeAndre? Okay, my bad. Yeah, DeAndre. It's the contenders that have been giving us some sort of problems, gimmicky little problems here and there. But hopefully they plug that up soon, because we're going to need it. I thought it was interesting how the commentators were breaking down Kyle Kuzma's game, and I think they did it perfectly. They said, obviously it's not Kyle Kuzma's fault. He's young, and we expect him to be the third scorer and the third star on this team. However, he still hasn't grown into that role consistently. But like they said, it's not a knock on him. It just means that he needs to get better and do time. And what they said was something I've been saying all season long. We don't always need him to be that scorer. Like tonight, I think he played a great game, just hustling on the boards, playmaking for his teammates. Even when it turned the ball over, it was, he was trying to play make for his teammates. But, doing the little things. When you're not effective scoring, you got to do the other things, rebound, play defense, get back in transition, all the little things like that. That's what makes him be an efficient player for the Lakers. When he does that, the value is high. Obviously, he survived a couple of trade deadlines, Rob Pelinka, and the rest of us believe in him. So I thought, the basketball, I don't know if you guys saw it on NBA TV like I did. I thought, they broke his game down. By the way, shout out to Sparrow Adidas, man. Hadn't seen him in a while. He used to be the Lakers radio station personality. I remember calling in when I was a kid, claiming we needed to start Jordan Farmer when Derek Fisher got injured a while back. So I thought it was nice to see him on the telecast, man. Hadn't heard his voice, classic voice. I like his commentating voice. He said, Dan, talk about us not getting Darren Collison. I broke it down in the pregame, but for those of you guys that weren't here for pregame, it's okay. There's other options out there. You saw tonight if Rondo could step up consistently, we're not going to miss too much. However, we're not going to get this version of Rondo every night. Tonight, he came in poised and focused, and he did what he had to do. He let the game come to him. He didn't force anything, and he turned back the clock. This looked like, prime Rondo. Now, we still need a scoring guard who can do it consistently, even though KCP has been very great for us. If we can get like I said, Dion Waiters or something like that, even JR, if they could add a little bit more of a scoring punch and stretch the floor a little bit more when LeBron's out there, then great. Because what I don't like seeing is Anthony Davis post up, and as soon as he pounds the ball into the hardwood a couple of times, here comes not just a double but a triple team. We have to make teams pay night in and night out for that. If you're gonna double or even triple, we're gonna knock down shots. So the more shooters, the more scorers, guys who can take you off the dribble and finish, the better. But again, great job by the bench tonight. Everybody contributed, and it makes the night really easy. None of our superstars had to get 30 to win, and we won easily. So that shows you that we're a deep team when we're focused and ready to contribute. Anyways, guys, I'm going to open up the phone lines to you guys. See if you guys want to call in. The number's right there. It's 951-281-8013. I'll try to take as many phone calls as I can tonight since, it's been lacking the last couple of nights. But but I know you guys want this feature, so I'm going to go ahead and try to implement it tonight, see if we get a successful. So go ahead and call in, guys, when you guys get a chance. He said, Dan, how do you feel the Lakers getting Lance Stevenson? Again, I answered this question in pregame, but if you guys, for those of you that weren't here, I think he would be a good fit. I think he would be a really good addition to the Lakers, man. But we'll see what happens with the additions as far as that goes. Caller number 1, man, how you doing? You're on live with Dan.
I'm doing good, Dan. What's up, Dan? I was about to say,
yes, sir.
A great win tonight. It feels good to have 40 wins again. It's been a long time since we had that.
That's so true, my brother. That's definitely true. 40 wins and then early. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. I just want to say about Kuz. I think it's more about him being implemented into the offense and like his fit with certain lineups. Like with when he plays with Braun and AD, he usually does well. But when he's like with Rondo and the bench, he doesn't really play that well.
Right. I
think it's just more like his fit with certain lineups. Because the young thing is kind of a little bit overblown because he's 24.
Right.
And like KCP is around 25, 26. So I don't really think it's because he's young. I think it's because he's certain fit with certain lineups.
Right. Yeah, I agree with the fit. My thing is Kuzma this season has changed his playing style, man. I feel like he's trying hard to compensate for what the team needs, right? I feel like he needs to just, in my opinion, I feel like Kuzma just needs to relax and let the game come to him. There's plenty of times where I see he has the baseline where he could attack, but for some reason he's kind of afraid.
Yeah, I agree.
He's afraid of picking up the ball this season. I know his handles have been off, and sometimes he turns the ball over. But the thing about rookie and even sophomore year Kuzma is that he was fearless. He was taking it to the hole. He was using his footwork. He was using his whole arsenal. I feel like he's holding back. I don't know. It almost seems like he's a little afraid to displease LeBron and Anthony Davis. You know what I mean?
To be aggressive.
Yeah, to be aggressive.
Yeah.
But my thing is he needs to play fearlessly, man. He can't be thinking about what they're thinking. You know what I mean? And if you can see, you see his.
Yeah, he's overthinking. I understand that.
Yeah. He's if he just focuses on the game and let it come to him, I think he can be so much more lethal for us because those games that he had when Anthony Davis was out with the injury, when he was dropping 20s and 30s, you could see him revert to his old style, which is, score the ball first, play make second. But right now, I feel like he's just thinking about it a little too much. So hopefully as the season continues to progress, he gets more comfortable within the offense, and then maybe we can see, some improvement there.
All right, thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for calling in. But yeah, I mean, he makes a great point. I feel like Kyle Kuzma right now has turned more into a role player than a leading scorer. One of our primary playmakers / scorers. So we do need him to revert back to more aggressiveness. How you doing, man? You on live with Dan? Talk to me, bro. Hello. Okay, looks like we dropped the call on that one. But yeah, the phone line is open, guys. If you guys want to call in right now. Also, another thing is, with Kuz, he's a spark plug. So we gotta, the team needs to make sure he gets going in order for him to be effective throughout the course of the game. If you guys ever notice, when he gets a quick 8 points in the first quarter, he's on for the rest of the game. He's gonna get a 20 to 30 piece. But again, it's not about the scoring. To me, it's about everything else. We know Kuzma can score. We know he's capable. He just needs to get his confidence back up. He needs to get his he just needs to get in his bag. He needs to do what he does best, and that's just being aggressive. Period. Hello, you on live with Dan?
Hey Dan, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? What's your name, brother?
My name's Victor. I'm calling in from Northern California.
Nice. What'd you think of the game tonight, bro?
Yeah. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think Rondo did really good.
Rondo, yeah. I mean, look, he turned back the clock tonight, man. He looked, he was extremely efficient. That's what we want to see with Rondo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was. Yes.
I just wanted to say that I love your channel, man.
Thank you, bro.
I've been watching this since 2017, and it's my favorite thing to do after a Laker game. Just watch your videos.
Oh man, thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. Appreciate the call.
Also, I wanted to talk about the referees.
Okay.
I think they're too quick to blow the whistle. Like, they need to let them play.
Right. Hey, you make a good point. The NBA has pretty much become a free throw shooting contest in today's age. I feel like games are too long because of it. So you make a great point, man. But I don't know, man. I don't think the NBA is going to change. That's just the direction we're heading. I feel like the commissioner wants the players to break records. That's why James Harden is out there, leading the league in scoring and stuff like that. But man, thank you so much, brother, for calling, man. I appreciate you, bro. And thanks for the love. Love you guys as well. That's nice. Callers calling in, telling me how long they've been fans for makes me feel special, man. That we've been able to sustain that relationship between me and you guys, man. So that's always nice to hear, man. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, as far as free throw shooting, man, it's one of those things that I don't think there's much we can do. It's just the era is different, and it's hard to play defense. Almost everything's a foul call. The ticky-tack stuff. Yeah, it gets boring sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, there'll be parts in the game where they're just shooting free throws. I'm like, oh my goodness! Like, we foul them, they foul us, we foul them, and it's just a never-ending sequence, But he's right. I wish that the referees would sometimes swallow their whistle, and I think that's why we all get excited for playoff basketball. Is that a lot of the calls that are called in the regular season aren't called in the playoffs, so you can actually play some defense. So let's just hope that this year is not any different, and we revert back to that, because seriously, it gets old like quick. Like all these whistle blowing and stuff, like it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. The times have changed for sure. I've been watching basketball for over 20 years, and times have really changed. So anyways, guys, the number is 951-281-8013. I appreciate the calls. Keep calling in. Let's see what you guys have to say. Also, it'd be interesting if somebody touched on potentially who you guys would like to be added through the buyout market. So I want to hear you guys' opinions on that. The game was great tonight, but we still have some improvements to make. Let's not be fooled by the fact that the Lakers played the Phoenix Suns, right? The Phoenix Suns are an okay team. Like I said, they started off hot, but then reality struck. They're a young team, up-and-coming team, so they're not really going to make the playoffs. I want us to play hard and good versus contenders, versus teams that actually have a shot, right? That's what I want us to beat them by 10, 15 points. Now, I know it's harder to do it, but I think if the Lakers focus in and lock in and not turn the ball over, hit their free throws, all that good stuff, it's possible, right? The Lakers could definitely make a run here and get on a win streak. We need another win streak comparable to the earlier one we had this year. So if we can do that, we're going to be in great shape. We're going to get momentum, and we're going to be able to have a lot of rest for the star players. But if we can't, I feel like we could be in trouble, man. I cringe so hard every time Anthony Davis falls to the ground or LeBron James, lowers his shoulder and then he's holding him himself or whatever after a contact play. Like I get scared, guys. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'm just overreacting, but seriously, age is a factor, and injury history with AD is also a factor to me. He said we will beat the Nuggets. Hopefully we end the first half of the season right. Obviously, the All-Star break is right around the corner. We're gonna this weekend the All-Star break. Go Dwight Howard. Hopefully he gets that championship, brings it home to LA, the dunk championship. So we'll be watching that. And you know what? I might do a recap on that if he does win the dunk championship, but we'll see. He said, "Yeah, we'll need Boogie for the playoffs." Imagine that. What kind of a blessing it would be if DeMarcus Cousins comes back a fraction of what he used to be, and we have another big body to throw out there in a 7-game series. Just think about that. That could be. I know that the Clippers are shaking in their boots, man. That's why they're getting all these extra bodies. They're scared of us. But I don't think any team around the league has the same length that we have, with the exception of one team, and that's the Milwaukee Bucks. And that's the team the Lakers should truly be measuring up to and should have on their radar, Milwaukee, because Milwaukee is a very scary team. There's a reason they only have 7 losses on the year, and they're the number 1 team record-wise in the NBA because they're not playing. Giannis is on a mission. I've never seen Giannis have such a consistent jump shot. He's hitting mid-range shots. We saw what he did versus us. He was knocking down threes. He's out there looking like clay. And just, that's the one team I truly see as our true competition. The Clippers, negative. Anybody else in the West, I think we can get past them in a 7-game series. But Milwaukee size, athleticism. They have a young superstar in Giannis. They have great role players, guys like Eric Bledsoe and Chris Middleton. They have obviously Brook Lopez for size. They have plenty of players, and I think they just added Marvin Williams. So that's another good defender out there who can knock down mid-range shots and attack. And like I said, that's the one team that can match up with us size for size. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And the Lakers just have to keep playing hard. He said Dion Waiters and Reggie would be huge. Oh my God, Reggie Jackson is a poor man's all-star player. Like he's not really an all-star. He's like a B tier type of guard, but he could fill up the stat sheet on any given night. And we could definitely use a combo guard like that, especially if he either starts or comes off the bench. He could add some real value to us. Now, Dion Waiters, he's a coin flip, right? He's a 50-50. He's either going to come and be the best version of himself, or he's going to come here and sit at the end of the bench. That's the way Frank Vogel operates. Like tonight, for example, we never know what Frank Vogel's going to do with the bench or with the rotation because, like, for example, tonight, Caruso didn't get no playing time. Last game, he got plenty of playing time. So every night, I feel like Frank Vogel tries to, depending on the matchups and also because Rondo had a hot hand, right? He had a hot hand throughout the night. So overall, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forward with the rotation. And if we add another player, who's going to get the bulk of the minutes and who is going to pretty much falter? How you doing, man? You on live with Dan. What's up, bro?
What's going on, Dan? Big Baby Company. How's it going?
Hey, Big Baby. Happy birthday, brother. It's going great. We got this dub, man, just for you, bro.
Yeah, it's a good win. But I like the energy that Blake's getting out of tonight. Defensively, offensively. But Rondo stepped up big for us tonight.
Yes, he did. And remember what I've been telling you about Rondo? I'm not ready to give up on him, man. I feel like he can be valuable for us as veteran leadership down the stretch of this season. I think he's going to be huge. So
yeah, and also has 62 bench points tonight with Dwight and Rondo. And
62 bench points, huh? Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. And if we can get some sort of efficiency from our bench like that, then our superstars don't have to get heavy minutes or try as hard, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Wednesday's game because that's going to be a tough task against Denver.
Yeah,
before we go to All-Star break.
Yeah, Denver is a very respectable team out west, man. Even before the season started, that's the one team I had circled on my calendar. Denver, the way Jokic plays, he's a great playmaker from the post. They got shooters all around the perimeter, and let's not forget Michael Porter Jr., who's been balling out of his mind over there, man, as a young piece. So they're only going to get better. They're young. They're hungry. And that's one team that I would not like to see in early in the playoffs. That is one team I would not like to see early in the playoffs. Why? Because, like I mentioned, they have a little bit of everything on their roster. So I agree with you, man.
But who's going to stop LeBron in the first round matchup if we play Denver?
Nobody.
It's going to be
nobody.
Yeah. But also, do you want Deion Waiters?
I kind of do, man. I'm 50-50 on him, but I kind of do simply because if we don't get Deion Waiters, who else would you like out there in the wing? Talk to me, man.
Jeff Green?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
hey, I'm all for Jeff Green. I'm all for Jeff Green. Absolutely. I'm definitely for
Me
Jeff
too,
Green.
but even if the Lakers don't win, or even if the Lakers don't pick up anybody for agency, and I trust the front office, so I'm not really, if we don't pick up anybody, ride what we have, man. Just go out there and compete at a high level with the rest of the team that we have out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, we definitely have to ride with what we have. I'm with you on that. However, I still feel like we got to plug up some holes, man. I do feel we could use another wing defender. Like you said, Jeff Green would be good. There's a couple of other options there as well. And if we don't get that wing defender, we at least need another guard who can handle the ball a little bit, take some pressure off of LeBron. He had 8 turnovers again tonight, so that's how you know. I feel like he's handling the rock just a little too much, you know. Even though he's great at playmaking, obviously he's a point forward, but I don't know, man. I don't want LeBron to be used that highly efficiency wise. Like I don't want to be using him heavy minutes at the guard position because, like I said, he's older. You know, he's what is he, 35, 36? He is
35.
Yeah, he can be. You never know. Like Father Time's undefeated. He's been an Iron Man throughout his career so far. But
sometimes I feel like you just have this sometimes, man.
Yeah, we don't want to tempt the hand of fate. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but when I went to the game on Thursday,
yes, sir.
Passive not being aggressive. I yelled at him, "Be aggressive, LeBron. Take over." And then he still was passive.
Hey, man, that's what I love about you, bro. You're always out there with the passion, brother. You're always out there with the passion. You're an extension.
I got that Kobe.
Yes, sir. I mean? An extension of Laker Nation, man, and we appreciate you, big baby. Happy birthday, brother. I'm glad we got this dub for you, man. You know, plug your channel, bro. Tell the people where it's at.
Oh, go subscribe to my channel, Big Baby Johnson Sports Podcast Show. I'm about to upload the video in about 30 to 40 minutes, so be on the lookout.
There you go, man. And thank you for the call again, brother. I appreciate you, man. Much love. Hey, that brother right there is full of passion, man. He reminds me of myself so much. I'm telling you guys, support him, man. He's a good dude, and he's very entertaining. But yes, happy birthday to you, big baby. The Lakers, when they're focused, we are as dangerous as anybody, if not more. When we're not focused and we just basically kick back and do nothing and let the game get away from us, that's when you see the pissed off DTL. That's when I get mad because I know what we're capable of, and I feel like it's a mental thing with us. I feel like when we play lesser teams, we bully them. Like LeBron was playing bully ball tonight. Yeah, his stats didn't really show it offensively, but the few possessions he got in the paint, he backed them down, just turn around a little layup. I want him to do the same thing when we face Patrick Beverly. You know, I want him to sit on his grill and just let him have it, man. Let him have it. Back him down all game long. If he reaches around, you know, don't be afraid to drop the elbow on him. You know, let him catch one or two. You know, old school basketball, especially come playoff time. You know, that's what we got to do. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But I want the Lakers. I think sometimes we get in our head and we I won't say get intimidated, but we go soft on the hard competition. So we gotta play just like we played Phoenix tonight when we faced the Clippers in Denver on Wednesday night and teams like that. Young Elder, thank you, man. He said Kenneth Faried. So I see you were like Kenneth Faried. That's another power forward. My thing is, if we do land Kenneth Faried, now we have, you know, obviously Dwight and Kenneth Faried. That's a good look. But then what's going to happen to DeMarcus when he comes back? That's my only question. Now, I do like Kenneth Faried. He has a good work ethic. He's an extremely hardworking player, crashes a glass, you know, does a bunch of the dirty work down low. However, I still don't believe that's the position we need. I feel like we have plenty of bigs already. When DeMarcus comes, he's going to be like an extra. But like we've been mentioning, you know, wing player, maybe a ball handling guard, maybe a shooter. We're going to have options. The hardest part is going to be who do you cut? You see Troy Daniels, he's a shooter, right? So it's going to be hard to cut him. So again, who do you cut? And then the player that you bring on has to be worth it, because you would hate to cut like a Troy Daniels and then bring a player that really can't stretch the floor, and now you have one less shooter, right? Or a Quinn Cook who can handle the ball and sometimes get hot. You'd hate to cut him and then again bring a player that maybe he's not going to live up to the hype, and then now you have one less ball handler. So my theory about Quinn Cook, the only reason he doesn't play is because his defense is subpar sometimes. He tries, but he's a little undersized, and he can get bullied on one-on-ones by bigger guards. That's my theory because offensively, the kid has it. The kid can, obviously we have Caruso. He's a big guard. He's pretty solid, but I still feel like we need another one. Who do you cut? Odd man out to me. I hate to say it because I love him, Jared Dudley. Or I don't know. I hate to say it. Thornton Tucker, I hope they don't cut him. Like, I don't want to jinx it, but seriously, it's going to be somebody at the end of the rotation if we do cut somebody. Dan, what are your thoughts on Dwight Howard and his efficiency? He's been beast, man. And that's what I said. I'm rooting for him at the All-Star weekend. I hope he gets that dunk championship, brings it home for LA. Yeah, man, Dwight's been fun to watch. The team chemistry is great. Did you guys see how everybody's having fun on the sideline? Man, that's what I want to see. And winning, that's what winning brings to you. We get to our 40th win, guys can kind of breathe a sigh of relief and just take it all in. But yeah, I love what Dwight has done, man. He's been great. He's been a role model for the rest of the locker room. He's been positive, and he hasn't been goofy. He's goofy when it's warranted, but he hasn't been goofy like when we're losing and stuff like that. He's very serious. So, much love to Dwight, man. D12 out there putting in work. Superman is in the building. Let's see what he can do. He's going to go up against Aaron Gordon in the dunk contest this weekend, guys. This is his biggest competition. Pat Connaughton, I don't even know why they invited him to a dunk contest. And the other dude, I forgot who he was. But biggest competition for Dwight, obviously, is going to be Aaron Gordon. He's my favorite to win it. But I hope Dwight can surprise everybody and turn back the clock and bring it home. Dan, what do you think of Lance Stevenson? I'm sure he can guard Kawhi. Ooh, that's a tall task, man. That's going to be by committee. We're going to have to throw different bodies on Kawhi and make him work for his buckets. He's a mid-range machine. But if you can force him to shoot contested threes and try to, contest everything at the rim, then maybe you definitely got a shot. Lance can't defend Kawhi on his own, like, to be realistic, to be honest with you. But he is a body. He's a solid defender. He could definitely maybe get in a couple of possessions just to give guys breather. But, yeah, I do like Lance Stevenson. And I'm not mad if we do add Lance to make him dance. He's exciting. He's fun to watch. So, yeah, I'm not hating on it. And if it happens, bring him on. Bring on Lance. He said, Dan, what do you think? He said, if Boogie is ready to play, I don't think Frank Vogel will bench McGee. Can Boogie and Howard play together? I think they can. But are they going to play together? That's going to be up to Frank Vogel. He likes to have stretch fours out there from what I could see. DeMarcus Cousins getting minutes is going to really depend on JaVale McGee. I feel like if he's having a great game, DeMarcus won't get many minutes. And if he's not having a good game, I think that's when you'll see DeMarcus get plugged in with the starters at times. Now, I would love to see him at the 4 because he can stretch the floor for sure. But then what does that do to our defensive rotation, especially him coming off an injury? So there's going to be question marks there, and only time will tell what position and where in the rotation he's going to be in. But I just want him to get back healthy. Again, that's another big body to set screens. That's another big body to throw it down low. He also has a good basketball IQ as far as passing goes. So he does things that really don't require too much athleticism from him right off the bat. And hopefully he just stays healthy. That's all I want for DeMarcus. He said, JR is a low risk, high reward. He knows how to play with LeBron. Yeah, J.R. Smith, I honestly, I disagree with you, bro. I would have to say he's a high risk, high reward. Like J.R. Smith, if he's not focused and he's clubbing and partying, and he could definitely be a bad influence for Kuzma, and I don't want that. I don't want what happened with Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell to re-happen again. That's my biggest fear with JR. Now, if he comes in focused and he learned from his mistakes and he's playing consistent, then, he's going to have a shot. He's going to have a shot to crack the rotation. He's going to have a shot to make an impact on the team if he does get signed. But to me, he's a high risk, high reward because of not his on-court activity, but his off-court activity. And also, I feel like KCP plays the J.R. Smith role well already. Like, he's a knockdown shooter who could play solid defense, but except J.R. Smith has obviously better handles. So, and it's a little bit more athletic. I don't even know if he's that athletic at his age, but you get my point. J.R. Smith, to me, high risk, high reward. I'm not mad that we signed him, though. I believe in Rob. I believe in the front office. So whatever they decide to do, I'm rocking and rolling with it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the phone calls. There wasn't too many phone calls today. I guess maybe because the lobby wasn't so filled up today, but we'll get that up next time. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you already have it. Thank you guys so much again. Have a great night. One love, Laker Nation. Peace out.